Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to talk about Python once again, and this time we're going to do the functions. Now, what's a function? A function is basically a code block that you can run multiple times. And I know we did for loops and while loops, but trust me, functions are way better. But not way better, they're useful for their own thing. They can't replace while loops and for loops, but they're good. They're very good. So let's get started. What do you do a function? Well, do you just do like in Python, in JavaScript? No, we don't. We need to define a function. We use the word def for define, for definition. And what else? Well, as everything, it needs a name. Let's name it, I don't know, sum, because I want it to do the sum. Okay, we'll put some parentheses, 2 points, and enter, because we need to be on a new level. Make sure you have the indentation correctly, which is 1 tab. Okay, so let's see. Let's say we want to print 1 plus 4. Okay, now let's run this. Run module. Let's save this. Let's where is it? Here and here, and functions. Nothing happened with, even though I said print. Well, here's the magic about functions. We need to call them sum. And now if you run it, yeah, 5, 4 plus 1. Okay, all well and good, but how is this useful? How does this help me? It's annoying. I don't want to call a function every time I have to do something. Well, my friend, here is the magic of functions. It's basically a chunk of code that just does a specific thing. That's the main point of function. We want to make them very specific, very narrow. We don't want to make them to do a large amount of stuff based on some input. Okay, input, what I'm talking about? I'm talking about this. We can put A and B. And if we put A plus B here, we'll get something. Let's run it. Oh, position, what is this? It's scary, it's red. Well, my friends, we just didn't put anything in this. We need to actually put some arguments here. Let's put 1 and 23. Let's see. 24. 1 plus 23 is 24. Okay, but I don't want to get this even if I forget. Well, in that case, you can put some default parameters. How do you do that? That sounds complicated. It's not. You just simply put a default value here. So if it's empty, like, let me just delete that, it's empty like this, it just takes this. But if it has something like, let's say 3, it will use 3 instead of 1. I wonder if I use 0.3 will that work? It doesn't work. But I want only to define B. I want to define B only, I don't want to define A. Try this. Yeah, it worked. You have to be specific. If it's not the first argument, you have to be specific. If it's the first argument only, you can just put it there. Doesn't matter. Or if you have the first, second, and there are more arguments, you can use the first n arguments. You have to use them in the situation. You see what I mean? Okay, so how is this useful? Well, first of all, let's see. Well, we can make some really nice coding, like, let's say I want to, for A in range from 0 to 10, we want to use a and b equals to 3. Let's see. Our module 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think it's fair enough. Okay, but I can just like do this and it will work the same way. Yeah, you can do that, but let's say you also have for a in range 0, 10, let's say not 3, 23, print 8 plus 3 or 8 plus 4. And let me just copy this and do it a few more times. Five, 3 again, and 2. And you run this. You get all this nice output. It's very good. It's very like readable. You know what it happens because, well, you see it here. But let's be honest, it looks horrible. Not only looks horrible, but it's very inefficient for change. It's not modular enough. What I mean by that, I mean this. Let's say sum the a4 and let's just leave it as sum of a. If we change this, and just change it all. Okay. Once again, sum of a and sum of a. Okay. Well, I just get the same output. Yeah, it's correct. But what if you also want to add up, let's say, up minus 12? Just because. There you go. It changed for all of them with a simple modification. Let's say you also want to add an if statement in it. Let's put an if a is bigger than 3. Only do this if a is bigger than 3 because we do not want small numbers. We do not sustain small numbers. As you can see here, I got 11, which is 3 times 23 minus 12, which is 11. I did not get 11. Why? It's very simple, because sorry, let's see, I got 15, the smallest, 15 plus 12, 27. Wait a minute. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was multiplication here for a moment. I'm a bit tired, sorry. And we also said b is 33 minus 33. 27 minus 23, sorry. We get 4. And that means that a was 4. Not even 1 or 2 or 3. Because we specified here. And we had to make only one singular change. We did not need to change all of this. Oh, and you may think, oh, that's so cool, that's actually very useful, but doesn't that mean that Python also has its own functions? Well, of course it does. Like, we can just, let's say we have this number, number equals means a string from the user 123. We can let's make a function that means numberify, and let's put it the num parameter, and we're just gonna print int of number. Print int of num. Sorry, we have to be very careful with the parameter names. So let's just numberify number. Oh, numberify numberify. Sorry. And the first thing I'll print was 120. Let me just remove that. Okay, but why is this useful? Well, why is the int useful? Can we just like print number? Like, what's the difference? It's 103 and 103. Well, my friends, let's just add a 2 here. 125. And let's add a 2 here. Can only concatenate string, not into string. What's concatenate? Well, my friends, concatenate means this basically. We have this string ASD, and we want to also add FGH. This process of making this into this is called concatenation. Basically means the unification of 2 strings. Yeah. So why did we get that? We wanted to do addition, but it didn't work. Well, it's basically because this parameter is overloaded. Like, it sees first a string, then an integer, and it goes, oh, concatenation, yeah, sure, works. Don't. But if we do like this, what I'm going to do it backwards. Unsupported operand types for plus. See, now we saw an integer and a string. Okay, I will just store it in a string and it will work, right? Let's see. No, I get 2123, which isn't the output we desired. We wanted 125 because that's 123 plus 2. Well, this does the magic. This little function here turns a number into an integer, and we can do the same other way. Let's make a function def and call it stringify, and get a string, a number. Okay, we want to print string of num plus, let's say, is cool, or is my favorite number. Yeah, let's remove this and make string that is 123. Let's stringify the string. Okay, 100 is my favorite number. Even though we inputted a number, we got a string because of this function. And there are many more functions in the Python language. Next time, and this should be it for today. Next time we're going to talk about a special function and also a special thing about Python. But not only Python, every language has this, and they are called arrays and dictionaries on those. But I was glad to have you today at Denzel Coding. See you later. Bye bye.